Hey, what's up, guys? Stan Medina here. I'm back with you with 5 things not to do when you go into business. So let's get started really quick. So number one is going to be going into business for the wrong reasons, right? So most people, if you hear them, they'll say, "Man, I just need to make money. I just need to do something." Or what they might come across something online, or they might hear a friend that's making some money with their business doing something, so they decide, I'm gonna do it because he's making money. I'm gonna do it, right? So they go into business for the wrong reason, and the business ends up failing because they don't have no passion behind what they're doing. Or one of the biggest problem is there's not a demand for what they're trying to sell. There's not a problem they're trying to solve, right? So most businesses are there to solve a problem. So if you're gonna go into business, make sure that it's an idea that you have passion about, and make sure that it's gonna solve someone else's problem. That way you know for sure that there's a possibility that your business might be successful. So hey, that was tip number one. Tip number two is, I got my notes here because I didn't want to miss anything. Tip number two is a lot of people, they over plan their strategy. They over plan their business plan, right? Whenever someone asks, do you have a business plan? They start to freak out because maybe their plan is a layout, but they don't have all the details, right? So what happens is they go to work on this plan for weeks, for months, and what happens is they start to overthink a lot of the things, and they start to create fear. And whenever the fear kicks in, then procrastination kicks in, and what happens is they never start the business because of fear and procrastination, right? So check it out. The plan is just going to be a rough draft of what needs to be done. Once you go into business, you're going to discover that, maybe, let's say, for example, you go in and you want to make a t-shirt business, right? You're like, I want to make a t-shirt business because my friend Jim, he sells a lot of t-shirts. He has no business skills, but he just started this t-shirt business and he's making money. Well, maybe Jim had a passion. He has a passion behind what he's doing. Maybe that he feels like by him designing something for someone, it brings him a form of appreciation and he likes that feel. So there's a passion behind that, right? So it's not so much about the money, it's about the passion, right? So let's just say, for example, you say, I'm going to open a t-shirt business because he's making money with the t-shirt business. But you know what? It comes to find out, maybe your customer asks you, hey, if you know how to design, can you design me a website? Maybe you might have to pivot your business into designing websites, right? But initially your business was to make t-shirts. You have to listen to your customers and listen to the market demand, because it's going to shift you. And if you're able to make that shift, you're going to discover that you maybe have a strength in an area that you weren't even sure you had a strength in, right? So always don't over plan. Get started, listen to the market, and be willing to pivot. Be willing to listen and learn, okay? Tip number three is the old, I'm gonna be one deep, right? That's like a hustler's talk, a thug talk, right? I'm one deep. I'm gonna do this by myself, right? I don't need nobody's help. They kind of go into that, like that, man, I'm gonna do it by myself, right? Man up, right? So one deep, guys. If you think you're gonna do the one deep thing, I'm gonna be hard. I'm gonna air up my chest. I'm gonna pump up my chest, and I'm gonna do it by myself. Man, you're gonna hit so many roadblocks, and you're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna get discouraged. You're gonna be stressed. When your stress level increases, you're gonna start to smoke. You're gonna start to drink more. Pretty soon, you're gonna be like, man, why did I even decide to go into business one deep? It was the worst thing ever. It is the worst thing because you need the help of other people. You need the help of other people because other people have strengths of where you're weak. So if you think you're gonna master everything, you're only good at a couple of things. You gotta be aware of that, and you gotta accept that you're not good at everything, right? I'm not good at everything. I'm bad at organization, right? I know that, but my wife's good at organization, so she helps me out in that area, right? So check it out. The way that you're going to be able to work with people is, maybe you're not able to employ a whole staff of world-class people, right? But you can get in a mastermind group. You can talk to a couple friends and says, hey, you know what? I want to get some of your ideas about my business. I want to see if you can help me. I noticed that you know you're very OCD and organized. Can you come help me organize my stuff, right? Or like what I did was I reached out to people that provided service. I reached out to a professional bookkeeper. I reached out to a professional real estate attorney. I reached out to a professional business attorney. I reached out to a professional marketing. I hired them for their service. I said, how much for an hour of your time? How much just to kind of meet up maybe 2 times a month, just so I can pick your brain. You can help me with my business. I started off small and then I was able to grow with that. So that might be something that you might consider doing. I definitely recommend getting out of the mindset of saying I'm going to do it by myself. I got this by myself. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. And what's going to happen is you're going to get discouraged, and you're also going to be embarrassed because you told everybody you're going to do it by yourself, and in reality you can't do it by yourself. So you're going to be embarrassed, you're going to be ashamed. When you go to the family events, when you go to your friends, they're going to say, hey, how's your business doing? You're going to say, hey, my business is doing well, but in reality your business is not doing that well. So let's just be real, right? I'm going to be real with you, okay? So you can't do it by yourself, so forget the one deep thing, okay? Number 4 is you decide to go into business. You maybe inherited some money. Maybe your family gave you some money. Maybe you came up on a little settlement. Maybe your income tax or whatever, right? So you have this little stack pile of cash, right? So you say, you know what? I'm just gonna go all in with my business. I gotta have the brand new Mac Air laptop. I gotta have the fancy office. I gotta make sure I wrap my car. I gotta make sure that I buy the $300 business cards. I gotta make sure that I hire a web designer, right? And you just kind of think that you're gonna just spend all this money and your business is gonna take off, right? Guys, you gotta start by getting out there, meeting people, and start making some sales. Even if you're not even set up yet, close some deals. If you don't have an office, you're working out of your house, just still close some deals. You don't need the office. Just start to close some deals. And once you get your first deals going, you're going to start to build momentum. Then the money's going to come. When the money starts to come, then you can decide, okay, what do I need to do next that's most important for my business? Do I need to build a website? Do I need to get an office? Because you know what? I haven't really got much sales. People haven't really, I asked people if they look for me online, they haven't found me online. Maybe I can maximize Google Maps. Maybe I can maximize Yelp. Maybe I can maximize Facebook and Instagram first before I dump money into a website. Maybe I can try those avenues first. Maybe I can see what's free. So look at all your options before you take that next step. But the first thing to do is don't overspend your savings. Don't overspend what you got saved to grow your business. Go out and meet people, build relationships, and make some sales, all right? Number 5 is going to be the most important, guys. This is the most important one, man. I can't stress this enough. If you see what's behind me, what is this? This is just recently, right? So look, you can't operate in your little box. Your little box of being judgmental, your little box of thinking that, just because you came from the hard knock life that, you have the street smarts and street smarts is everything, because street smart overpowers book smart, and we can get into a whole different conversation in there, right? But anyway, check it out. So look, you want to get out of the box. Out of the box is thinking you know everything, and you want to get into this learner-student mindset. You want to stay in this mindset because that's going to be so important to grow in your business. Because as you go into business, you're going to be faced with obstacles. You're going to be faced with challenges. You're going to be faced with heavy, bigger decisions that you have to make, right? Bigger decision making, right? You have to have that learner mindset to say, okay, you know what? What is the problem here? How do I solve this problem? Where can I find the resources, right? So you have to be continually educating yourself. Keep developing yourself every day. Reach out to mentors. Talk to people within that industry and pick their brain. Get them inside information. You always want to be in learner mode, because business is about solving problems. That's all it is. And the better that you are of having this learner mindset, the faster you're going to be able to absorb information, and the faster you're going to be able to use that within your business. All right. So, hey guys, I hope these 5 tips helped you out. one thing I can ask, man, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm down at like, I think like, by the time you watch this, I think I'm like at 130 or something, but I want to get up to 1,000. I believe I can do it. I'm committed to bringing value to my channel. I'm committed to helping my fellow technicians, my fellow business owners, my fellow entrepreneurs. I want to see them succeed. And, you know, anything's possible, guys. So, later.